Hello, my lovely friends, and welcome back. Sylvia here from Sylvan Starlight Creations. I am back with my fun and fabulous spray inks today. Today I'm actually going to demonstrate some of the different properties and behaviors of these inks. To do that, I'm actually going to create 3 different galaxy backgrounds. One on cardstock that I've prepped with gesso, one on mixed media paper, and one on 80-pound watercolor paper. I thought it might be fun to kind of see how the different properties and behaviors react on the different papers. So I am actually going to pull my splatter box around and start the demonstration. Okay, I have my splatter box once again, I've got it lined with leftover wax paper. I went over that in my last video, which I will link up here and in the description box down below. So let's start playing with our inks, right? So for this, I am going to actually, I'm going to actually use a heavier amount of inks. Actually, I think I can fit 2 pieces of paper in here at the same time. So we'll do the gesso and the mixed media paper to start. Okay, welcome back. So you could have either let them air dry or speed them up with a heat tool like I did. I'm on the impatient side, so I went ahead and I used my heat tool. You can already see there's quite a big difference on the different papers. So this is regular cardstock, but it's coated with gesso. Because gesso basically seals up the paper, the ink almost kind of sits on top, so it doesn't dry back as much, but it moves around more, and you get like these different kind of high and low spots on more of a level than you do on the other papers. And I think that's really interesting. This is the mixed media paper. This is what is currently in the Journal Plus that I make. It is meant to work with water, but it is quite a bit lighter weight. This is 80-pound cardstock. I actually just ordered a small pack of this to test it out. Not cardstock, I'm sorry, watercolor paper. Watercolor paper is usually 130, 140 pound. This is 80 pounds. So the next thing I'm actually going to do is I am going to splatter just regular old water on these backgrounds. And because they are water reactive, it is going to actually give me effect. So I've got a cup of water over here, and I'm just dipping a paintbrush in it, and I'm just splattering it on there. Now, the bigger the paintbrush, the bigger your splatters are going to be. I want relatively big ones, so I'm using a relatively larger paintbrush. If I wanted smaller ones, I would have used a smaller paintbrush. And the next thing I'm going to do is grab a paper towel and lift up that color. And the color is going to lift, and this is going to give me my first level of quote-unquote stars on my background. So again, on the gessoed cardstock, the gesso seals the paper so the ink sits more on the surface, so I am going to get more lift. And you'll see these results more as the paper dries. But so this is the mixed media paper. That seems to give me the least lift. And the watercolor paper still gives me pretty nice lift. All right, so I've got that first level of lift. Doesn't that look so cool? The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the permanent ink in the Wintry white. And actually, I am not going to spray it. I'm going to open the bottle and use a nozzle to kind of tap some white dots onto my backgrounds. So normally I dry these in between, but for the sake of video, I'm going to actually go ahead and move on. So here I've got the Precious Pearl, and what I'm going to do is actually really lightly mist in a couple of spots like that. And then I'm going to take the nozzle and do just like I did with the white. And give myself some more splatter. And I will go ahead and dry these off camera, and then I will come back and show you the final finished results. All right, I'll see you guys in just a second. All right, I'm back. So I'm going to show you some close-ups. This is the cardstock with gesso. I'm going to try and tilt so you can... So the gesso almost, because the inks sit on top, the paper itself almost has a little bit of a shine to it. It's a different effect because of the gesso. These inks aren't as great on untreated cardstock. They work, but the results are a little, they kind of bleed into the papers a little bit more because regular cardstock isn't designed for wet media. This is the watercolor paper. So you can see the shine from the pearl, and you can see the different levels of the starry effect. And finally, this is the mixed media paper. Again, you can still see all the same effects. This paper is thinner, so I got a lot more warping on it, but it's still pretty cool. I like them all. I will use these in other projects. I might turn them into cards, or you know, put them in my art journal, or we'll see. There's so much you can do. But anyway, inks are still on the fabulous introductory sale, which means for the month of May, these are $2.99 a bottle, and the shimmer ones are $3.29. And the bundle and save offer means if you get all 5 shimmers, you save 10%. With the regular inks, if you get 5, you save 10%. If you get 12, you save 15%. If you get all 24 colors, you actually save 25% off of the introductory sale. So that is huge. You're pretty much getting them at my cost of materials at that price. But links for everything will be down in the description box below. If you've got any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, leave them in the comments, reach out to me on social media, email, whatever you prefer. I'm really excited with these new inks. I hope you guys are too. I thank you again so much for joining me today. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to our channel. Share it with your friends. I want everybody to know about our new fabulous inks. And I can't wait to see you next time. All right, I will see you soon. Thanks again. Bye.